All right. Oh, beauty. My dear friends, thank you for being here. Right. I love it. Thank you for being here and for sharing this space and for playing this, chair yoga, exploring what can we do with a chair and all these crazy things. And it inspires. It can be an inspiring practice. So I'm honored that you're here to play with us, and it's an honor to guide your practice. So feel free to sit on your chair if you'd like, or on the floor, however you like, just to center. If you need to lie down, you can do that too. Whatever you need, just to take a few moments to feel your breath, to center yourself, and to arrive on your mat. So let's take the hands together. Let's make some fire. If you're sitting, bow your chin. Start to soften into your breath. Go froggy. And then rest these hands, it could even be on your thighs, on your belly, on your heart, on your eyes. Anywhere that will feel, that you're inviting the sensations inside, opening to how you're feeling. Even be aware of your presence. And take one more breath how you are. And we'll release the hands down in front of the heart space. And inhale, grow tall. And exhale, bow your chin. As you take this seat of the yogi, you put on a different hat than you wore most of your day. And you take the seat of one who has come to play, to experience, to simply be with themselves in a deeply healing, nourishing, enlightening way. And settling into your breath, into your posture. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chin. Exhale as you are. And we'll open practice and chant Om together 3 times. Inhale. Bow your chin, release your hands, lift your chin and open your eyes. Awesome, guys. Okay, so let's start with, I want to say downward. Let's start with downward facing dog on the chair. So bring yourself up. Again, I have a blanket at the back of the chair, and it's right close to the wall. Just take the heels of your hands down, and you want to place your palms flat on your chair. Send your hips back and move a little bit. If you have that chair pushed into the wall, you can even push one palm strongly into the wall and pull the opposite hip back, and then do the same with the other. So maybe one knee bends, the other one straightens. Just playing a little bit, looking for some length. Even just bending your knees more deeply than you have them, or stepping your feet in closer, stepping them back, just discovering what feels really good for you right now. Maybe you take the legs wider apart. See how that is. You know, even as I'm leaning back a bit, the hands are on the chair, the back legs of the chair are lifting up a little bit. And that could be nice for the wrist. Change the angles, settle in, and put it back. Good. Okay, and start to make your way up to this modified plank. Good. Turn your hands so you are holding the outer edges of the chair. Let's step the right foot halfway between wherever it is and the chair. Good. And then the left foot can step back a bit, but you want to be able to keep the heel down. If it comes up, it's not such a big deal, but good. Okay, take the right hip back. Anchor your hands into the chair. You might even take the heels of the hands to the front end of the chair and push into the chair. Take the hips back. And then ground your feet. Lift the toes of the front foot. And then press that back thigh back. Good. And then bring yourself forward. And we'll just change feet. So you can step the back foot forward, the front foot back. Find your stance. And then just anchor into the chair. And then anchor into that front foot. So lift the toes up. And take that back thigh back. So it's almost like you're pressing it back. The tailbone's going to move back. Good. Nice. And then come forward. And we'll have both feet forward. And you're going to play with where you put them. We're just going to take forward fold here. So you can fold your arms on the chair. You might tuck your chin and drop your head in front of the seat of the chair, or you can rest your head on the chair. Legs can be straight or bent, or you can play, figure out what you like. And if your head is dropping to the front of the chair, then you just release the neck, the jaw. Soften your eyes. And I'm just bending my knees a little bit and shifting the hips back. And take one more full breath. And, all right, and then place your hands on the seat of the chair. Push down into the chair to rise up this halfway a little bit here. And turn your hands out again. And we're going to step the feet right together just to get a center. And then step your right foot forward so that's underneath the seat of the chair. You can't see it. Now step the left foot all the way back and turn it out. We're moving into a version of triangle pose. We're going to straighten the legs. Now the right hand can come right into the middle of the seat. And the heel of the hand might be at the edge of the chair. And we'll reach the left arm up. Yes. And now pull the right hip back. Yes. Open. Don't let your right shoulder sink. Push right in. Just enjoy a stretch through the legs. And just take 2 more breaths here. Explore. Good. And then we'll lower. And you can take both hands to the outside of the chair. Turn your back foot. And step back for this little modified dog here, however you are. And then come forward, step your left foot forward. I hope that's the right one. Yeah. And turn your right foot out. Good. Okay, now the left hand comes to the center of the chair. Right hand to your hip or up to the sky if you want to go there right away. And feel into the legs. You know, we're taking a lot of this. When we bring it down, you know, we have so much other things to think about. Now we're nice and open here. And you can pull that front of your left hip back and then anchor the left foot. And then just find your opening. Use the seat of the chair. Breathe, smile. Take one more breath. And look down. Bring your right hand down. Heels of the hands outside of the chair. Downward dog again. And, stepping back, it's far further than it was before. It's embracing that. Okay, and then bring yourself forward, modified plank. Let's step the right foot back where it was, so just underneath the chair. Now the left foot can hop in a little bit. We're going to take revolve triangle. So we'll put the left hand right in the center of the chair. The right hand is going to come to your hip. Yeah, and you're turning towards the front leg. Turn towards your right leg. Twist. Okay, so use your legs. So firm your legs, push into the floor, open your heart, reach the right arm up. Use the seat of the chair. If it helps to look down, that might help if you feel very wobbly. Good. Breathe. One more breath. And release. Good. Okay, I'm going to step back again, downward dog. Now the feet are a little bit closer. That's all good. Be wherever you are. Breathe. Good. Come forward to little plank. Step that left foot forward. And then we turn the right foot out just a little bit. Okay. Now the right hand comes to the center of the chair. Heel of your hand might be on the edge of the chair. Left hand to your hip. And I didn't say this on the other side, but if you feel very tight-ropey, walk your front foot out more. Give yourself more space. Okay, now you turn towards the left leg. Open your heart. Do whatever you need to here, adjust. And then reach up. And you're twisting. You're going to feel something maybe in the calf, the belly, the hips. Breathe, smile, steady yourself through muscular integration. Good. Inhale and exhale. Release. Step back again, downward dog. If you want to make it longer, step back more. It's all lovely and fine. Okay, we're going to come forward. So you're going to step not underneath the chair. You want to see your toes. And we take that forward fold again. So you crossed your arms one way for sure. Now see if you can change it. So however you had the arms. And then drop in. Maybe the head rests on the arms. Knees have to bend. You can step back a bit. Drop your head in front of the chair. Whatever works. Release yourself. Breathe. Okay, anchor into your chair, lift your head in your chest, place your hands back. All right, I'm going to call this loading or unloading the bottom of the dishwasher. So make your legs, firm your legs, draw your belly in, take your hands off the chair. See if you can lean down, take out some stuff from the dishwasher. Now really firm your belly, firm your thighs. Even though I'm moving my hands, I'm working the thighs. And then rise up through the power of your legs and you can put the dishes away. Okay. As opposed to this thing maybe that we do when we empty the dishwasher. That's just for free. All right, turn around. Oh, actually, let's take the chair away from the wall. And we're going to bring it about halfway down your mat. Okay, and we're going to have the bolster handy. You can bring your bolster out and just kind of have it so it's right there beside you. Okay. You might want another blanket to sit on. Let's just set everything up. So take another blanket and you can put it, if you have an aluminum chair, they get kind of chilly. If you have a chair that has a cushion on it, you might not need this. So I'll just put another blanket on top. Okay, and then I'm going to come to sit. And you're good. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so let's take that yoga sit. You'll just come forward on the chair. The ankles are over or just underneath the knees. Just sit for a moment and rest your hands. If you want to close your eyes, you can do that, or rest your gaze on the floor. Lift yourself up from the inside. Breathe. Okay, nice. From here, I'm going to heel toe the feet together just to get the midline. Bring the right ankle up and over across the left knee. Yeah, now take your hands, reach back and grab hold of the sides of your chair. And you might even wiggle your tush back. And you have a blanket, it's easy to slide back. Open your chest, start to take yourself forward, and then feel free to walk your hands up. Even though you have a blanket there, just take them underneath. Good, wherever you go here, feel that you're flying, like the wings of your shoulders are lifting you up, shoulder blades together, and then the heart is dropping. But don't let your head drop yet. Just pull the chin in, be here. Breathe. Okay, now if you can start to, maybe you close your eyes, and you start to drop your head down. Let the jaw go. Keep lifting the shoulders as if someone's coming in front of your shoulders and lifting you. And you can bring that back. And let the head go. Breathe. Good. Okay, now pull your hands towards your back so you rise up. Keep that right hand where it is. Take the left hand over to the outside of the knee. And we're just going to take a little twist here. So you're just going to turn your head, press opposite hand into that knee, and you can ground it towards down and then in. Good. Okay, release. Uncross. Just pause for a breath. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. And then we'll cross. Or actually walk your feet to center first, just so you have your center, and then cross. Yeah, and then once you're here, same thing. Take your hands behind and just start to bring yourself forward. Okay, you can flex the foot. If this is too much for you, I hope maybe take your hands down, and then you can come forward a little bit more without, forcing it too much. Good. Breathe here. And close your eyes. And I love this image. Imagine yourself flying. Why not? Okay, and then I'm just going to pick up the fronts of my shoulders. Start to close the eyes, release the jaw, release the head. Good. And then pulling the hands towards the body, pull the chair towards the body. Come up. And then just pause for a moment. We're going to twist. Stay here. Thank you. Okay, now take right hand across. Left hand can be where it was. And turn. And here it's about just using that hand on the knee or the outside of the thigh and turning your head. And the hand on the chair is just pushing the chair forward. Say forward, but it's really to the side. Yeah. Good. Okay, release. Now uncross and just pause for a moment. Good. Okay, so from here, I'm going to grab my bolster and just fix this. So we'll take our bolsters. I'm just going to stand up, but you might be able to do this without standing up. I'm just going to place this bolster right at the back of the chair, just like that. And then hopefully I'll be able to still sit here and have some space. It should feel pretty good. And we're in a backless chair, so I'm sharing this too. There we go. Okay. All right. So just kind of snuggle in. Feel this. Okay. Now I want to be sure you can see me, so I'm just going to adjust the camera for a moment. Okay. So when we were in downward dog, and I said, you push back and lift up the back legs of the chair, and if you did that, the chair doesn't move. It stays on your mat. So just watch me for a second. What I'm going to do here is my feet are on the floor. I'm right against the bolster. I'm just going to push, start to lift the back legs. The wall is, it's here. I'm not right against it. You just kind of see how that is. So you just kind of push in. You got the wall there. Your head hopefully will hit that bolster nice. And just kind of feel that, get that sensation that I'm not going to fall. The chair's not going to go anywhere. And it's all going to be okay. Good. Okay. So now what I'm feeling here is that, I know I can go back more. When I come back here, I want more room. So I'm going to hop my chair up a little bit. And if you can always move it forward or back. And then, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the full thing. And then you can watch me for a second. So I come back. I'm going to lift the arms, reach for the wall. Now my wall is far away. So I'm just going to stretch my legs out here. Again, the chair's not going to go anywhere. My sit bones are on the edge of the chair. I might be able to walk my arms down and take the forearms to the wall and press into the wall. I'm kind of clawing my toes forward. It's a bit of like overcoming fear, right? Like that this chair is not going to come out. So that's the full pose. So you can go nice and slow. I'm just going to watch heart because sometimes I don't pay attention to heart and see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can play with it. You might be able to straighten your legs and take a version of Dhanurasana. Yes. Beauty. Yes. How fun is that? Is that fun? That's so fun. Yay. Okay, Sharon, I hope you're having fun. I can't see you, but just trust. So we'll just play with that. And then, the next thing to do, if you have a nice, open wall beside you, you stretch yourself out and then you take your arms wide out to the side. And then I touch the wall and I'm slowly going to walk my feet forward, see if I can just find more stretch. So if I'm close to the wall, I'm not going to get as much stretch in the front of the arms. So I'm just going to play with that. And then I might, I don't know if you're still watching me or I'll just keep talking. But I lower the chair and I bring the arms together over the head and then chair back, open the arm. You find a little dance. So I'm just going to do this a few times. You can take a little peek if you need to. But if you're doing your own thing, my friends, and you're just like, this is crazy. I would never think to do this on my own. Yeah. Oh. And hopefully the back of the chair is hitting you right at the back of the shoulder blades and your heart is just opening. This is beautiful. So you can enjoy that and then play a little bit. And when you've had enough, then you'll just bring yourself down and you'll just sit and be like, wow, that was so fun. And see how that is. Nice. Yes. Yoga queens and kings. You can take a moment and just be here. And we're going to come out of this with a twist. Back bends and twists are best friends. So I'll just bring yourself up and we'll just remove the bolster for a sec. And you can keep that blanket at the back. You might want to take it out. It's all fine. I'm going to turn to the side. So I have my, this is actually my left leg. My left leg is here and I'm just going to walk the right leg back. I'm going to walk it back, tuck the toes under. And even though you can't see them, it's just doing like this out the back. And then I'll take the hands. I'm just going to move this out of the way so you can see either side. And I'm just going to turn and look behind me. And I feel like we did this probably first class. And as you turn and look behind you, then you can add that back heel, whichever leg you have back, just push the heel back. Now, as I do this, I feel like this right hip, this back leg, my right leg wants to kind of drop to the outside of this front of the seat of the chair, and I'm going to let that happen. So breathe, be content, happy. Okay, now here's super fun. We just kind of release, but the feet are going to kind of stay where they are. And you'll just turn and face the front. So when you come to face the front, the legs are going to be wide out to the sides. The toes are going to turn out. Yeah. And then we'll take the hands to the thighs. Lift yourself up and start to bring yourself forward into forward fold. And you just kind of bring it down, walk your hands to the earth. And you don't have to drop down any further than this. Just look down at the floor, pull your chin in. Breathe. Okay, now anchor the feet like you're doing dishwasher pose. Anchor the feet, draw the belly in so you can take the hands up without any effort. And they might come to the thighs first, or you just have to come up and take it out of your back. Okay, second side. So I'm just going to swivel. And now the right knee is facing out. I'll walk the left leg back. Adjust yourself on your chair so you can get some room. So you're in like a lunge. Now take your hands to the back of the chair and turn as best as you can. Move, adjust. Okay, once I'm here in the twist, to make it deeper, I'm just going to push through that back heel. Okay, and then if this outer left hip now wants to drop, I'm going to let that happen. Just integrate, be, smile, breathe. Even lean back. You're holding onto your chair. If you want to lean back, see what happens. Good. Okay, release. Come on back. Take a moment. Some potent twisting. Okay. Now we're going to come forward again. So hands on your thighs. Inhale. I'm even just inching my tush back in the chair. And then start to bring yourself forward. Take your hands down. Good. Walk your tush back in your chair, like really snuggle it in. Okay, just for fun, everything's just for fun. Pop up on the pads of your fingertips. Dishwasher pose. So pull your belly in, feel your feet. See if you can lift your legs straight up off the floor. Your feet up off the floor. Ta-da! Yeah, you can do it or not. Or take them down. Good. Okay, and then either stay here, breathe, or descend this time all the way down if you wish to come to a forward fold. Now we'll breathe. Good. Okay, and then you might dishwasher, draw your belly in, nice strong feet, nice strong legs, come up. Or use your hands. Pause and breathe. Okay, take one more breath. Okay, we're just going to go back to that twist in the first side. Just bring yourself in. I'm not going to talk so much. Just find whatever you have here. Turn, twist, breathe. And then we're just going to go straight to the second side. But you can move nice and slow. You just find it, adjust yourself on your seat. That blanket underneath might help to kind of, help you to slide around. And then just take second side, breathe, twist. Good. Okay, and then come back. Okay. All right. So you make a pledge to be your own best teacher. This is, it sounds scarier, and I always make it sound scarier than it is, but doing back bend in the chair is not scary, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to keep the chair exactly as it is. And here you might, you don't need your bolster, but if you might want to block for your head, and I'm going to demo that, and you can watch me, and then you can decide if you want to do that. So let me see how the camera is. Not too good. Okay. I'm just going to show this. I'm going to show it in like so many different ways, and you can really choose. So the first thing is to make sure you can get inside your chair. So you go, okay, can I get inside and sit facing the opposite way in my chair? So hopefully you can. If you can't, then this whole thing is moot. Yay, okay. All right. So from here, I'm just going to show number one. Number one, I'm just going to slide my tush forward. Now I have this blanket here, which I'm just going to pull up. So that makes it easy. I can pull the tush through, right through till I get to the sacrum, where we put the block. Okay, now I can put my toes up the wall, even though you can't see, I have toes up the wall. And then I can start to come back. And if it feels like, oh, it's too much for my head, I'm just gonna slide myself forward more. So maybe I have the whole, if you can see, I have my whole head, chest. Okay, I might wanna be further away from the wall here. Or I might stay with knees bent and be like, okay, this is good. Now to come out, I push the hands into the chair. I'll grab the bottom rungs and come up. So there's number one. Okay, so if you want to give that a try, I'll pause and you can give that a try. Just see how that is. So I'll talk you through again. I'm just moving away. So you just slide yourself through till the sacrum, and we're all different heights. So you see, how is this for me? Maybe I can let my head drop and I'm comfortable, but if I'm not comfortable, I might just slide all the way through, let my head, heart be supported here, walk the feet out, or take the feet to the wall. No, keep them bent if you have the shoulders and the head on the chair. Okay, so once you kind of figured that out, then you're going to figure out how to get back. So you push the chair away, and then maybe the hands go to the bottom and you push away, and you come up. Okay, and then I'm going to show you with the block. So, okay, now I'm going to come a little bit, let me come forward. So now I'm going to take the block, and it's kind of challenging once you're in it to start to move the block. So I'm just going to put the block where I'm guessing my head is going to go. I don't really know. Okay, then I'm going to slide forward. So now I just have sacrum on the chair. I can start to drop my head back. Oh, look, I marked it pretty good. I'm just going to rest my head there. Maybe I keep the hands here and stretch the legs straight. My feet are at the wall. I'm going to breathe, taking the arms over the head. You even can see I look like I'm in a bridge pose. So that can be, maybe too much. Then to come up, same thing. I want to protect my head, pull the head in, push the chair away, and come up. Okay. Yes. Yes, queens and kings. Oh, it feels so good. I just came up. I'm like, oh, yeah. My heart, everything. I love this. You can stay in this. The longer you stay, you don't even stay for like 5 minutes even, but the more you're in it, the more the body starts to adjust, and you see beauty. I love it. You do whatever works, and just kind of play. Use the chair when you're ready to come up. Okay, I'm gonna go back in. So be my third one, pretty much. And you can hold on to the chair, just rest your head, be like, okay, this is good. Then I'm really gonna use my legs. I'm anchoring the legs, dishwasher pose, belly in. Everything is there, here, nice and strong. If I can take my arms over the head, the thumb, index finger are gonna touch the floor. And I'm just gonna breathe and be. My shoulders are supported, back of the heart supported. I feel very supported. So I hope you do too. Okay. And then you find your way. Okay, when you come up, the urge is going to be to fold forward. Try and just sit. Oh, I didn't even notice. But yeah, that's the urge, is like we feel like, oh, everything just open. I just want to like close it. But let's let that be open for a moment. You just did something that could be fear-inducing. It's weird. It's strange. And there's a lot of pressure points there. So let all of that absorb, and we're just going to release in simple twist. So one hand goes behind to the back of the chair, other hand is on the front of the chair, and you just turn, look behind you. You can walk your hands around the chair if you want, find a better place to support your twist. Good. And then we'll release and go the opposite. Let's just do one more time each side. We'll just twist. Good. And then last one. Good. Wow. That was awesome. So we'll come out of the chair, however you need to get out of your chair. And do that. And yes. Okay. Well, I feel like I want to come back to that one with the bolster, because now you kind of really opened yourself, and it's like, like what's next? So you might keep your chair where it is. You know it's not going to go anywhere. You know, you can kind of see, can I touch the wall? Oh, the chair's so far away, but I can touch the wall. And then just kind of play and see, you know, release, almost like you're releasing that back then. This is not as intense, but it can be if we take the forearms to the wall and really push in. But it's a different kind of a thing here. So be wherever you are, play. You know, you could even give yourself a little wrist stretch. You take the palms with the fingers pointing down to the wall, and push into the wall and push your feet into the earth. And just one thing I'm doing here right now, I'm kind of digging. Okay, and then just release whenever you're ready. I'm just gonna sit. Just let all of that absorb and, you know, feel your body. It's so potent, you know, this twisting, opening, moving the spine the opposite direction. It goes in all day. Very exhilarating. Yes. Okay. Good. All right, I'm just going to grab my bolster. And I'm just going to lay it right on the thighs here. Take my tush back. Just squish it into the belly. And make myself a little taller, and then we're just going to come forward. So it's a baby forward fold. Your arms might drop over. You can keep them on your bolster, rest them on your knees if you need. You can walk your feet apart a little more. You can hang your head or support it. Okay, I'm going to use the bolster, just pressing my upper arms into it and taking the shoulders back. Almost like that, you know, even though I'm not bringing the shoulder blades together, but I'm pressing back in that flying pose we did. So if that works for you, great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. And then very slowly, using your hands, and you might keep your eyes closed, bring yourself upright, and then just sit. Just use this bolster almost to support your arms, your hands, whatever way. And breathe. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to take the bolster down to the floor. And then we're going to come off the chair. So I'm just going to take this standing without hands and walk your feet back a little bit. Engage your belly. Lift yourself up. Good. Turn around. Okay. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's take this chair. And I'm going to turn it so that the legs are at the wall. Yeah. Legs are at the wall, and that back bar is up here facing me. Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. Is this what I want to do? No, the other way, turn it around. I still want the top bar facing me, but I want to have the legs facing me. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we'll bring the bolster in. So I hope that made sense. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So you have the back of yeah, you're looking at the bottom part of the chair, of the pad. Yeah, okay. Okay, then I'm going to take my blanket and I'm just going to put it down on the floor here, just in front of the bolster. Smooth it out. Nice, and then we'll just come to sit back. And if this is, doesn't hit your head right, then just take a block and sneak it underneath the bolster. So you make the bolster higher if you're taller. You make that. It's making so much noise. Okay, so I'm just going to sit in here for a moment. Just have my arms resting on the back of the chair. Yeah, you might. And so I'll say it again, if you're taller, you can throw a block underneath. Okay. So your tush is snuggled right up, or close, don't need to be right up. And your knees are bent, feet are on the floor. And just feeling this. And then we're just going to give ourselves a little back massage. And we did this a couple weeks ago. I just push into the chair. I take my little arms out. I'm just going to come up. And maybe I'll take the hands to the chair, to the wall, and then come back down. And so I just wanted to give you another opportunity. We did that a couple weeks ago. How often do you get to do that? So if that appeals to you, then I'm going to do it again. So same thing. I'm just going to press in, make my arms open. And then I'm just letting the skin of the shoulder blades be drawn down a little bit by that bar that's there. My head is on the bolster. And then we'll bring it back. Okay, so after you do 2, if you want to do 3, do 3. And then we'll just drop in and rest here. Good. Just take one more breath, or 3, if you need more time, take it. Nice. Good, okay. So great. All right, take your time. I love, play, and enjoy that. Okay, now we're gonna come into, I'm just gonna take a little forward fold on here. So, we're gonna just take the legs either side. You're just gonna drop in. This bolster might be perfect. The other thing you could do with the bolster is just kind of rest it on these top legs, the legs that are closer to you. So it has a little bit of a give here. And then if you come forward and this works, this might feel really nice and supported. But again, I'll say if it's too low, then just adjust, sit on a blanket or whatever you need to, and just find your version of forward fold here. So that could be this way or this way. Good. Okay, everything good? Okay, just drop into a forward fold, just offering head supported. And you've done all this opening in your body, and hopefully this just feels really present. So it's not really about getting your deepest, best forward fold. It's about just feeling very supported. And just really seeing yourself anywhere you can. And staying, if you're feeling that magic is just starting to happen, stay. Because from here, my friends, we're just going to shift into Shavasana. And so you can bring yourself up if you're ready. Just pause, let that all that goodness come in. Okay. So I'm going to keep this same little shape I have here, and might take, you don't need to, but you might want another blanket just for this bar, just if it feels chilly. I'm just going to wrap it around. And then my feet, I'll just tuck underneath the bar here. You might not even need a blanket there. You might not even touch the bar. So I'm just going to or it's more the bottom part. That's what it was. I used a blanket. So this little bottom metal part, I just put a little blanket over the bottom. And then the calves can rest on the bolster. But once you kind of get in it, you might not even notice that bottom of that chair. It's up to you. Okay. And then anything else you like. So now the dogs are sleeping on all of our props. Just take my eye pillow. Okay, so if this, once you lie down, you're like, you like this, you don't like this, it's fine. If you don't like it, you can always pop your feet out, just rest your heels on the bolster, balls of the feet here, if that's better for you. You might want a blanket underneath your hips, one underneath your head. And feel free to ditch the chair altogether. It's not inducing a nice relaxing experience. And just settling into your stillness, and just rest. Just let all of that yummy goodness of our practice just be absorbed, honored, and what needs to be released to be released. Staying as you are. And beginning to deepen your breathing. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, roll your ankles and your wrists. Just bend the knees, and maybe the feet are going to rest on the bolster or on the back rung of the chair, on the floor. And then bringing your knees into your chest for a few moments. And if you need to invite in some movement, then do that, or just breathe here for a couple more breaths. And reaching your right arm up and alongside your right ear. And rolling onto your right side, rest your head on the right arm. Breathe here. And gently walking yourself upright and coming into your sit. And just pausing and feeling, breathing, being. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart and bowing to your practice and to your playtime with great honoring and devotion from my heart, from your heart, all flowing to you. And as you're ready, you'll inhale, lengthen, lift your chin, and exhale as you are. And we'll seal this practice with a very quiet Om. Inhale. And Om Shanti, Om Peace. Bless yourself. And then take a breath. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. And Om Shanti, Om Peace, guys. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, baby.